Um, Hello, I'm back again. Thought I'd try it again. I got a little news lately, bad news. It's funny. A year ago, a little over a year ago, just a couple months before in fact, it was August 8th of '07. My daughter's 18th birthday. There was a politician said he could help me. So he wanted my file. I took it to him that day. He held on to it for a few months, wrote me a letter stating that they were going to get to the bottom of this, find out what happened right from the very start, because it looked as if they were doing it to me right from day one. A few weeks after the October election, I called it an auction, I got hold of him and I wanted to pick up my file because apparently he couldn't help now because the NDP got elected in my riding, not the Saskatchewan party. Whatever. And Ted Merriman, he was the Sask party guy, the MLA who took my file. He was retiring. Boy, did he get a nice pension because my file's missing. Nobody knows where it is. It's gone. And this is a politician. Common theft. A politician, under the guise of helping me, stole my file. Didn't get it all, but it shows me something. You can't trust any of them. None of them. And it's socially acceptable, I guess, because the lawyer I talked to said, well, you better quit this. Your health is bad. The doctors say you're not in the best of shape. You better quit this. No, I'm not going to quit this. I'm going to show you a picture of one of the ringleaders down there. If you ever run into this guy, run. I don't know if you can pick it up, but that's Brock Taylor. That's the closest picture I can find on him. It was explained to me that governments come and go. He stays forever, and he is vicious. He's a sick and twisted little son of a bitch. He is filth. Prior to getting my original file, the copies of the original letterhead signatures, he said there was no file. Then I got it. Somebody mailed it to me. So what do they got to hide? Things like I'm a malingerer, I'm dangerous, possibly dangerous. That's like saying the new guy up the street that just moved in, the guy with the minivan, that's like saying he's a child molester, maybe. Well, you're going to want to know where little Timmy and Sally are right now. And for years, this guy ain't going to know what's going on. And then he's going to find out somebody said that. But the damage is done. You know where I'm getting with this? Where I'm going with it? But see, Brock Taylor, apparently his name comes up with a few people. Actually, I think for holidays he goes to Europe and he gets his lights crossed with oak leaves. Revisits the Reichstag, maybe. In fact, he probably knows that if he had been around back then and staffed in the Reichstag with the rest of that garbage at the workers' comp, they could have taken Europe without firing a shot. And nobody would say a word. Like I said before, I don't have a criminal record. I born here, grew up here, my dad fought for this country, medals, the whole goddamn works. Nobody in my family is a criminal. Yet, this is going on. And like I said, a politician stole my file. But last week when I asked them where the hell it was again, they said, oh, it's Serge Leclerc has it. Well, Serge Leclerc is an ex-convict. Jesus, Murphy. He doesn't know where it is. Well, I heard possibly $1,000 a page from the workers' comp would be a nice pension. Yeah, add to your pension. Who knows? I don't mind saying it. They can't do anything more to me they haven't done already. Beware about these people. I guarantee you got, see, I had 2 files. I still got some of it here to prove that there's 2 files. They'll take things like doctor's report stating, in my case, excruciating left shoulder pain, sciatica, and then the file they altered, the altered version, they take that right out. I never complained. But now they're saying I waited too long. That's the reason they're not compensating me. I have an enabling certificate from a doctor, which they accepted. But like I say again, after I got my file, game over. Fait accompli, they won't deal with me. It's over with. No reason other than that I waited too long. I waited too long. You people are going to be under the same, you waited too long. None of their doctors, none of their staff would listen to you. And then one of these days you get proof, absolute proof, like in my case, and they say you waited too long. No medical background. Well, that's another argument. They have a doctor here. There's lots of reports. I have them. One Vic Predator. Well, his last name is Prediger. He lives in Saskatoon. He's retired. My son, when I got the file, he read that letter. I didn't want to look at the file when I first got it. It sat here in the living room floor for, I don't know, an hour maybe. And my son asked, he's 17 years old, could he look at it? And I said, well, yeah, go ahead. Within a while, minutes, he said, who the hell are these people? And I said, like for instance, this guy, and he shows it to me, and I thought, holy Christ, this is terrible. Well, I knew it was something like that, but I thought, well, if he says he knows me, he must be from Saskatoon. So I looked in the phone book, and there he is. Vic Prediger. He, on the speakerphone, my son just sat quietly and listened. The man admitted he didn't know me. And I read to him some of the stuff he said about me, questionable character and manipulator, and for that reason he cut me off. I said, you said this about me. You sure you don't know me? And I said my whole name again solely, and he said, no, I'm sorry for injuring you, he said. But I had to say a lot of things back then. Well, that was confirmed by Ken Ducillier, who spent 25 years working there and told me that that's what they're paid to do. He says, you don't know any of these people, do you? And I said, no, I've never met any of them. Well, they're paid to lie about you. Whatever it takes. If they can't find something on you, they'll make it up. And that's not thinking out loud. That's for when they retire and somebody else comes in and looks at your file. This is what they're told to say about you. And it's going on today. It hasn't changed a bit. Even though I was diagnosed and finally proved I was injured on the job, serious injuries, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So if you people have files that you know you're getting letters and files that no letterheads and signatures from doctors, get your goddamn file. And they don't charge you for it. Like they charged me because they were making an example of me apparently, and I paid for it. But then they stole it from me. I mean, these are common thieves. Anyways, I don't know how much time I've been on. I think 10 minutes or something. Remember, the WC bullets are in the mail. Thank you.